I'm Alex.
This is Bosh. This
Yeah.
is the Full Odyssey, episode 62. That's right.
Yay!
Woo.
And in this episode, we're going to be talking about, of course, Star Wars Episode 5.
5. Yay.
The Empire Strikes Back.
Mm-hmm.
And
People said that, like, well, this is like their favorite Star Wars or something.
yeah, this is one of the best ones. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Would
can
you-
kind of see why.
Yeah, you see it, eh?
Yeah.
I feel like this is like way better than Episode 4.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, this is like way,
There's more
way-
things in it.
Yeah, more.
More interaction, more action, more just flashing out of everything.
Yeah, I think because the setup was good enough that the payoff in this one was done well. If that makes sense.
I think so. And the thing is, like, there's just so much, again, back more like detail and like almost like unnecessary world building.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't want to say unnecessary, but it was like really flashed out. Like, there's a lot of stuff that you'll be like, does it have to be like that? You know, like,
But it does.
but it does in the sense of the word. It kind of does. It kind of like weaved into the story, and
Right. Because one of the elements that Star Wars has to have is visiting other planets and other systems, right?
and not just that, like even like the asteroid belts and whatnot. The event, right?
yeah.
Like they were went through this whole thing, and we're like, okay, and they're trying to fix their stuff. Turns out
It's
Han Solo was like, hold up. Shoot at the ground. Ground shakes. Ah, shit.
But that's what I mean, like
Yeah.
because you're having this giant, massive solar system and different universes, or I don't know what the solar systems, right?
Yeah.
That you want to be able to make it feel like it's alive.
Yeah, and
it's
that's the thing.
Right?
And because a lot of like the movie we watch, it always been like, you know, when you're in outer space, the only living thing is like either human or human, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, or there's like there's some weird alien, and it seems like the only thing that's alive in the whole universe, right?
Yeah.
You and that thing that wants to kill you.
Yeah.
In this one, there's a lot of thing that's just minding its own business, and you pretty much come barging in, and they try to either, you know, take care of you or fend you off, right? So
Right, exactly. So me hyping this up, right? How did you feel about it overall?
I never trust your hype, so whatever you're gonna do, I'm not like it doesn't move me. It does nothing to me.
Yeah.
So the thing is, like, I wasn't excited. If there's anything, I'm probably less excited because you're hyping it up. I'm
Okay, good.
and then I watched it. It was like good because there's finally like an actual, what do you call it, like,
Progression?
no, well, that too, but I was like thinking about like more the earlier stuff, like an actual battle, like the war,
Oh, yeah.
like how there's a group of people fighting against like another group of
Yeah,
this
felt
one
like
they
war.
have it, and
Yeah.
it was like you could see the overwhelming power with the AT-AT, was it?
Yes.
Yeah, that thing looks silly, but pack a punch.
Well,
It's rough to take it down. You see how like tough it is. It's just shooting things to
yeah.
smithereens.
I also like how they show a lot of people dying too.
Yeah,
It's a casualty of wars, right?
Yeah.
It's just like
it's a lot more graphic, so to speak,
in a way, yeah.
because people are dying left and right. There was no blood, but there's dismemberment.
Yeah.
There's a dude being pressed on a metal plate.
Yeah.
So, and the press on the metal plate looks really, really gruesome too. If you look at it, because it's not like a normal like human sculpture, beautiful, right? This is like he has like a dude scared for his life, and it was like pressed too, so he's like really contorted and stuff.
Not really. We didn't get to see. He was knocked out, remember?
Yeah, but you could see the face, and he was like being squished, right?
No. I think you're mixing it up with Han Solo's carbonite scene.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh. I thought you were talking about the AT.
No,
stepping on
the
guy.
stump. Oh no,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
dude was just done. But
Yeah.
yeah. Well, don't you think the carbon freezing was pretty messed up?
Oh, it is messed up.
yeah, that's
for
why
sure.
it's like very, very.
And that was like the first. Yeah, I believe the lore was that was the first time a living thing got carbonite frozen, and Darth Vader was just like, yeah, whatever. We'll just test it out first.
See the cruelty, but it's not just like a mindless cruelty too. That's the thing, right? Even when bargaining or whatever,
Yeah.
especially because he has like overwhelming force.
Yeah.
Not just the force, but he also have like army at his disposal too, right?
Yeah.
He always have the upper hand in
Everything. Yeah.
in like in whatever trades or whatever it is he's trying to do, right? Whatever deal they do, and then the thing is like, and he's not just gonna be like, you know, sure, like, yeah, I have thing, I can spare you stuff. Nope, he still try to make it the most, even when he has that overwhelming and that's just the meticulousness, the cunningness that I just like respect.
He's always on the A side. You have to
Yeah.
remember that. He's always the A side.
What do you mean the A side?
Like, okay, so like in boxing or whatever, right?
Yeah.
There's always an A side and a B side.
Right.
The A side is the one that gets the most money and gets all the perks and everything.
Ah.
The B side is just
The
whatever.
challenger?
Is the challenger, exactly. The
Ah.
A side is the champion, the B is the fight challenger. So
Yeah, but the thing is, like, even as he is the A side, the champion, so to speak, the defending position,
yeah.
he doesn't just wave it around. As in, like, he just, like,
Well, people know.
go like, yeah. He doesn't just go like that. He actually, like, still exploit the weakness. He's still trying to drive a wedge, try to find always the upper hand, always, like, it's like, even when he has all that advantage, he don't just lax. He just keeps the rein tight and try to drive in the wedge. It's just like, whoa. I'm like, really? You have all this overwhelming power. You're this one-man army, and you still like manipulate people. You still like, wow, I like this guy.
That's the power of the dark side.
Because that's the thing. It's really hard to find, like, especially like, I don't know, memory could serve as the like bad guy that really wring out the opposition to that extent. If there's anything like. And the thing that's holding him back is his army. His army is too dumb, so to speak.
But how can I say, the purpose of his army isn't like for firepower. It's like the numbers. It's a numbers game for him.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, almost like you see how many people got choked because of their failure, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's
that's the cool thing about him too,
Yeah.
right? He'll choke out the guy and it's like, okay, you're promoted.
Yeah.
Do better. You know?
Really depends because the choking do stuff, right? Either the kill, if you're killed and promoted in battlefield, that this kind of like, comes without saying.
No, but that's what I mean. Like all these people, everyone around him is disposable. He does not care.
Yeah,
He does
that's
not
the
care
thing,
about
the
anyone.
cruelty, and he makes sure to do it in public.
Oh yeah.
People see it, that his cruelty is not just name. And even, you remember the hologram one?
Yeah.
When, what was it? Was it the captain or the admiral? I forgot. One of them got choked like through, far away.
Yeah.
And there was a dude in the table, an operator was just like staring at the dude being choked, both at the same time. While he was like, oh, like he was like, you could see, like that was, I don't know if that was directed or it was just the actor, like the background.
Probably both.
Because it was done so well. You could see like the confusion, the fear, the oh no, next it's me, oh no, like. I thought that was like probably one of the better scene, like the best scene in the movie. I'm like, oh shit, I like that. I like that show of like force and it's recognized. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm happy to confirm that Boshka is seduced to the dark side.
I don't know what you mean by seduce the dark side, as if I'm not in the dark side to begin with.
You're dark skinned. That's different.
Okay. But am I though? I mean, dark skin, yes.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I think I don't know. Am I? I don't think I'm calm. I'm pretty.
I'll say you're neutral. Like you try to be calm.
Try. Yeah. Because I'm not.
That's why you would be a perfect what is it? Padawan. You try to control.
I'll be like in the middle ground. Like, do I become a Jedi or do I become a Sith? Like,
you probably lean towards the Sith.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because I think they made more sense than the Jedi. Especially like in this episode. For me, I'm starting to doubt the Jedis like a lot. Like Yoda and Obi-Wan. Ooh, they smell. They smell so bad. They're so fishy.
How are they fishy?
What do you mean?
Just because
they're
Yoda...
keeping the secrets. They're keeping the everything. They were just like hiding everything.
Yoda living in a swamp doesn't make him a fishy person. Just because he stinks.
I just look at him and I can smell the fish in him.
He looks like a homeless bum, but that doesn't mean nothing.
I think homeless. I don't know. I think he kind of live in swampy, muddy, humid area, so he probably smells like a dead fish.
Okay, so going to what you said, the secrets, right?
Uh-huh.
So I guess it kind of transition into talking about the characters as well.
Right.
So talking about the character of Luke, we can see in episode 4 and now in episode 5, he's reckless. He's an adventurer. He's always looking towards beyond where he is.
Yeah, but he never looking where he is.
Exactly.
And that's...
And he has no patience.
That's kind of like a trait of main character, right? The protagonist.
Exactly.
And that's kind of like the young, hot-blooded, hard-boiled... I don't know, hard-boiled.
No, soft-boiled.
Yeah, soft-boiled. They're not really ready yet.
Yeah.
Han Solo, on the other hand.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, but that was other.
Yeah.
But yeah, for Luke, like that's the thing. And we've seen that from the first from the first movie.
Yeah,
Or-
he's like a hopeful adventurer, and then now
and then in the 4, we saw that, we know that, and 4 Yoda just pointed out, yeah, that's your bad side, bad side, bad side, and bad side.
yeah, and
Fix it.
But then Luke is like, no, I'm ready. I can do this. Just trust me. Just trust me. And then even at the end, he still failed Yoda because he's like, okay, I gotta leave. I gotta save my friends. And even Obi-Wan and Yoda is like, you're not ready. You couldn't get yourself killed. Don't go until you're trained fully.
See, well, that's the thing. For me, in this case, I'm still agreeing with Luke. Because all the secret, because all the stuff. If you want me to do something, tell me why. Like, if you tell me you can't tell me this, you can tell me that. I'm like, well, how? You don't trust me. Why would I trust you? Kind of like
it's
that.
not that. It's just like, even if you told him that Darth Vader was his father, well, spoilers, Darth Vader. Like, what can he do with that information?
It's not just that. It's just the whole thing. Because now there's secrets upon secrets upon secrets upon secrets, right? Because that's what he feels like. He feels like...
To draw power from the light side, it's not repressing your emotions, but controlling it.
Well, that's the thing, right?
And right now, Luke being the
Can't do
immature, he's immature, and he's not emotionally, how can I say, emotionally mature enough to control himself. We've seen him become reckless.
Well, the thing is, like, by hiding things from him, I think it makes it worse. Because now, I don't know, at least for me, in my eye, it feels like Luke had to do this, but I don't know. For me, if I'm in Luke's position, I don't trust these people that say crap to me.
Yeah.
And my friend's in danger. Which one is more important? Of course, my friend.
Yeah.
I don't care if they meant well or whatever. They're keeping secrets with me. I can't trust them. My friend, on the other hand, I trust them. So I'm going to go there. Like, you know what I mean?
I see. Oh, are you going to save me, Bosh?
I never consider you my friend. I will sacrifice you to get the reality stone. And nothing will pop out.
So, no, I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Because the idea of the Jedi is like almost repressing yourself. So
It's kind of like forcing yourself to be Zen kind of thing, right?
Yeah, like a monk mentality, knight mentality,
Yeah.
right? That's where they got the idea from. And then the Sith is like the opposite of the
Yeah,
spectrum.
being impulsive, right?
Yes, it's all about your passion and your emotions, but that always leads you to the dark side because
The dark.
dark
That's
side
where.
is
That's
easier
where. Yeah,
temptation,
the
right?
easier to.
So that's why the Jedi is the opposite because they want to fight against that dark side. They want to be on the
So
light
they want to
side.
fight against the temptation, right?
Yes, exactly.
But that's the thing. It's because this is very hard in a sense of like, yeah, of course it's tempting and whatnot, but it's like telling a kid, yeah, kids, you can't drink like alcohol beverage. Why? Well, you can. You think they'll be like, okay, no, of course not. They'll start sneaking behind you and start drinking when you're not watching. You know what I mean?
That's why these Jedis are trained from a young age, from when they're kids, babies, maybe even.
Well, the question is that a training or doctrination?
Training.
See, now we got a blind faith.
They don't kidnap these kids.
I know.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Well, a lot of things like that.
But normally these kids are orphaned already, I believe.
I don't know that.
Yeah. So, but like, even Yoda said Luke was too old to train because he's already set in his, well, not set in his ways, but it's like it's harder for him to mature at that age.
At least harder to shape.
Exactly.
I'm giving Alex the look because I said it the shape, not not the shape. Because when you're a kid, you believe whatever they told you. Until when you're like Luke, you already have your own thought, you have experience, you have your own character, so to speak, right? When they try to tell you to do stuff and change you, the only reaction is that you're gonna fight back, right?
Right, exactly. But also, seeing is believing, right? So in Luke's case, it was so hard for him to see like that Yoda, what Yoda was telling him is beneficial for him, right? Because he's doing all these crazy stuff.
Because the thing is, like, yeah, even in the part for the training, Yoda also said like, Luke is like saying you're asking for the impossible, and then Yoda does the impossible, right?
Yeah.
And Luke's starting to believe, right?
Yeah, exactly.
At least he believes in that the Force. That's what it feels to me. Like he believes that the Force is strong enough, powerful enough. Whatever this crazy old man saying is true.
Oh yeah.
Right?
I like
but
that.
does he actually trust Yoda? And I don't know. For Obi-Wan, he does. I know.
He trusts Obi-Wan. Oh yeah.
But Yoda, does he trust? I don't know.
I think he trusts Yoda. Because like I also like Yoda's explanation of the Force, right?
I do too.
It's everything. We're connected in between the plants, the trees, even the spaceships and everything.
But I don't know why. I don't know. Like, I don't know. How do people think of Yoda after watching this movie?
They love him.
Yeah. Because for me, what I felt was like rejection.
What do you mean rejection?
I don't know about rejection, but felt like... Because a couple of times he keeps saying no. Like, he really didn't want to. Probably not because of Luke personally, but because of the future he saw.
Not the future that I saw, but because of what he experienced in the past.
Well, that too, but because the thing is, like, what made me say that is because he said it one time, right? He left anyway. I told you that I will not train him. Now matters become worse.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I thought, because he saw that if he tried to train Luke will definitely leave and make situation worse and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
That's why they have to rely to the other hope.
Yeah.
But
because I don't know if that's, how can I say? I think this is my speculation.
yeah.
If Yoda did see the future,
Mm-hmm.
and he saw that Luke was seduced to the dark side, all hope of the light is over, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost the exact same thing that happens in the sequel
Anakin.
trilogies.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Anakin and in the 789, sorry. In those trilogy, Luke becomes a Jedi Master,
Mm-hmm.
trains a new set of Jedis, and gets betrayed by one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like a circle, right? The story repeats itself. History repeats itself.
Mm-hmm.
So for Yoda to go through that, I guess it's him being like heartbroken over what he's seen, right? When Anakin killed all the Jedis
Mm-hmm.
without even a second thought, because he got seduced to the dark side, and he doesn't want that for Luke.
But there's no more Jedi to kill.
But there are still other life out there, right? And the Empire is like a
But
dictatorship.
but that's the thing, right? This chaotic rule needs to stop, and we will rule with order. We will bring order to the galaxy. How could that be a bad thing?
So confirmed again, Boshka is going to be on the dark side, and
Hey, here's the thing.
Empire.
I'm lawful, okay? We established this before.
But if you look at on the other side
Mm-hmm.
of the propaganda, the rebels are basically terrorists.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and when they blew up the Death Star,
Yeah. They just destroy a hero's vessel.
not just that, but can you imagine me and you, just janitors? Okay, hey, our shift is over.
I'm like, oh yeah, this place is pretty big. We finally did our job, eh? Yeah,
Yeah.
good job. High five. Just flash of light. And then,
Hey, what's that bright? Oh.
oh, a plane is shooting missile at our place. Do you know how big this? Just done.
Right. So, but
Imagine
basically,
how many people. Wow, I'm like twisting. And
Yeah.
then the comment would be like, "Yo, they just shot down a planet."
necessary.
Necessary sacrifice for the
Exactly.
greater good. Oh my god.
So Boshka again confirmed to be Empire propagandist.
Yeah, I'm probably a Sith. Yeah, I really shouldn't be able to control the Force. I would be very, very messed up person.
Okay, but going back to Yoda's character.
Yeah.
So he's like the typical wise fool,
Old man, yeah.
master old man character. But I also like how his tone and voice changed. You know, like how he's
Like
that.
first in the beginning, he's like cheery, happy-go-lucky, dumb-looking thing.
Yeah.
But when he becomes like master mode, he's like
Yeah,
solemn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it
This
changes.
is why I don't. I'm like, oh, yo, calm down there.
Yeah, it just changes in the flash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and then the Luke going to the dark side. Remember when he chopped off Vader's head in the
And then the
in
face
cave?
was Luke, yeah.
It was exactly. That's the potential that could happen. Darth Vader is Luke if Luke got seduced to the dark side, which is why Yoda said, "Don't bring your weapons.
Because you don't need it.
You don't need it."
But he
Luke-
brought it anyway.
He brought it
Yeah.
anyways, right? Because Luke is impulsive. He doesn't listen. So which is why Yoda.
Okay,
is
that's the thing,
somewhat
like impulsive.
disappointed.
Maybe that's how I look at it, but for me, it feels like he doesn't trust him. See? The trust issue thing.
I guess so. But would you trust someone that's is telling you to do all these weird things, wax on, wax off? You don't know what's happening.
Well, that's the thing, right? Because from the very beginning, he's looking for Yoda and whatever, like he was not giving an answer and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
So from the first time, it's like, what do you call it? Like the relationship started with deceiving, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just like, and then from deceiving, hiding information, stuff like that. I don't know why. For me, it was just like, holy crap, the Jedi Order. This last 2-person is fishy as hell.
Because he needs to trust. He needs to be able to trust Luke.
Well, no, that's true, but that's the thing, right? If they know that he is the last hope, he has to trust him. If he doesn't even... Well, they both know for sure that this kid is the last hope.
He is the last hope, but if he joins the dark side, it's over.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? If he knows that and still don't trust him, like, well, what the heck?
That's why he didn't want to train Luke. He's like, hey, Luke, just live your life as a farm boy or whatever. Just go and do your own thing. I don't want any part of this anymore. He's done it for 800 years. Doesn't need it anymore.
Did he say that? No, he didn't.
He did. He tried. But Obi-Wan was like, no, train the boy. He has potential.
That's why. Both of them smells.
He's just like me. If anything, Obi-Wan was the one pushing it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, both of them together just smell. And I don't know why, but like the whole time, Darth Vader could have killed Luke like 7 times over. The whole time it's just like, come.
Exactly.
Dude, just come. No, seriously, get over here. Like
Darth Vader. Yeah.
He even like thought like we can kill the Emperor.
Exactly.
Like,
because that's exactly what the Emperor's thinking too. Because that's what that's what the Emperor Palpatine did.
Yeah.
Right before Darth Vader, he had 2 apprentices, and he killed them off.
Yeah.
He's like Anakin, strong apprentice, and then now Luke is here. He wants to kill off Vader and have Luke become his new apprentice.
New Vader, yeah,
exactly. It's just like this continuous cycle of hate and love and life.
Come with me and we can rule the galaxy as father and son.
Yeah, exactly. You can see Darth Vader was just toying with Luke, right?
Yeah,
just giving him chances.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about toying, but he's like, bruh, I'm overpowering you. Like, here's the thing. Like, I can really kill you anytime. just listen. Like, just listen.
Yeah, and that whole iconic scene, I am your father, and chops his hands off, right? Like, it blew everyone's mind at that time.
Yeah. Ooh, what the hell? The main character?
Like, oh, shit. Never seen it coming. Yeah, I honestly, I just think Luke's story arc is cool in the sense that it doesn't finish in one movie.
Yeah, because right now he's not done yet.
He's not done, no.
Because he's not even like matured yet. Now he has information now, right?
I think the problem with movies these days, and I think some of the audience who yes, exactly, who watches it, they feel like the story arc needs to be finished in the one movie.
Yeah.
But if you know you're gonna have a trilogy and whatnot, you have 3 movies to tell the story.
That's the thing. Pop culture. People like thing goes fast.
Yeah.
If it doesn't go in the one click, people lose interest. They walk to something else. And that's the sad part in like story building, you know what I mean? A lot of people would make like this amazing world. There's this huge galaxy far away. Like 7 billion stars like system. Like just, and each planet is like unique with like whatever, right?
Yeah.
But how much can, that all be explained in like one movie? Like how much?
Can't.
Exactly. Can't. And then what's the point of all that huge galaxy? That's what I'm saying. And that's the sad part.
It is sad because if the first movie did bad,
goodbye. There's no the second.
Yeah, goodbye.
There's no the third one. There's no the whole thing just went to trash.
Yeah. So
that's the sad part.
Back then it was really difficult, but I guess now it's easier because you can just publish it online for free if you really want your story to be told, right? You just go on BlogPress or whatever, YouTube, whatever, Wikipedia or whatever. I don't know. Or fanfic.com or whatever it's called.
Right, original.
Right? So you have all this media, like the internet, the part of the internet, you can send this out. But back then, they couldn't. So if they failed, goodbye. Yeah. So luckily, Star Wars finished.
Yeah. But back then, I don't think the pop culture was this... I almost said toxic. Well, it wasn't this poppy, you know what I mean? Like, people still have the time to enjoy things slowly back then.
I guess so.
Right? Like, back then, they still have the attention span of a like, not like now they would have, like, attention span of a spastic monkey, you and me.
Yeah.
Like, you watch something on YouTube, more than 10 seconds. If it's not interesting, close next. We're a culprit in this thing too.
Yeah, for sure. That's why like TikTok is so popular, right?
Because it's just like
exactly 10-second 10-second videos, right? Yeah.
And I think that's kind of sad because so much more can be explained.
But I think
What can be.
I think the direction of the culture is starting to change again because of Marvel,
Yeah,
right? Because
Marvel now is really long. It's a whole story that was like, and I'm glad that's the way it is.
Yeah,
Because now everything's connected and it's actually an ongoing story instead of a
it's a one and done kind of thing. Yeah,
But it's kind of like, if you look at it though, it's still a one and done thing though, right? In one movie, a whole thing is done.
yeah,
There's the next one. It'll have a little bit of something, but it's its own thing again, right?
yeah. It's weird in that sense. Like each solo movie is its own
It's
thing.
its own thing.
And then when they get together, that's like now it feels.
Yeah, it feels the whole. Yeah, that's the thing. That's. I mean, if that's what it needs to shift things back to the, well, I guess.
I mean, it's a
nowadays
change.
people don't have time. That's the sad part. Don't you agree?
I mean, if people make time to watch all these movies and then have I don't know, like Twitter posts about like I marathon with the Squid Games all night. They can't have time to watch these movies, right? Especially, I mean, people read Harry Potter books, 1 to 7. Like every weekend. Like they have time to do it. They just gotta make time for it.
See, that's the thing. You have to make time for it. And for everything, I know.
Yeah, you have to make time for anything.
That's the thing, right? Like, because this whole movie and whatnot, it cost a lot of money too.
It did. You can tell this budget went up quite a bit.
Oh yeah. From all the action, even like the Millennium Falcon was like shown a lot of time flying and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's not cheap.
Hey, but it's worth it.
Oh yeah, hell yes.
Oh, to us anyways. Oh, sorry, we're getting too off topic. Let's go back. Going back to the characters.
Right.
Han and Leia. Their character development, they're developing bond.
Yeah, for them, they're kind of like.
I like it.
I do because it's a mismatch of like of a scoundrel and a princess, right?
Yeah, it's the ruffian and the princess. Yeah.
So that's like cool, but that's the thing. I think it's about time they nerf Han. Yeah, from the first movie, and especially now, like the start of the movie, he's already like the biggest badass in the whole galaxy right now. He's just like, what, really?
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave. All right, peace out. And then it was like, wait, Luke's not back. Okay, hold back. Like I don't mind my bounty in my head. Now I got it. I'm like, bro. And this is like I'm like, okay, no wonder people love Han Solo so much because he's such a goddamn bro. You know what I mean?
But I think it speaks to his character in a way. Like he's always trying to leave, but his greater purpose is calling him back.
Yeah.
To stay and perform his duty.
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to call it duty because he's not duty bound. He's a smuggler.
Right. But then
he's not.
Remember, this is Star Wars we're talking about. Everything is through the will of the Force.
Yeah, but that's again what I'm saying, right? Like he's not duty bound. He didn't like swear an allegiance to the rebel and whatever, right? He was there to help his friend.
Right.
That's the thing. Now he stick to his friend. I think that's more. For me, it's more noble than just some duty bound.
Well, I'm sure a part of him feels like he needs to get rid of the Empire through the rebels.
True, but at the same time, like even if we like, I don't want a death mark on me, right?
Yeah.
Now that's livelihood, right?
Well, that's his
yeah. Well, that's kind of like the reason why they got screwed up at the end too, right? Boba Fett was like, I want that dude.
Yeah, exactly.
So if he just says like, well, sorry, Luke, you die there. And then he, pay the bloody stuff to the Jabba Hutt, and there's no bounty hunter on him. Stuff could probably turn out slightly bit better, don't you think? Maybe not, but Luke is dead. So.
Yeah, Luke is dead, so there's no hope for that.
So I guess not.
No. But what was it? Going back to Leia and Han's budding relationship. I like how they're always flirty from beginning to end. It never stopped.
Yeah.
The connection was always there.
Yeah.
Even though she didn't get to do as much as she did in the last movie, she still was able to show that she's not a useless character.
Yeah, for me, I think she's instead of a development, I think we got to see more of her.
Yeah.
Like her as a character. Like even when she's like, and Han was like, flirting with each other and whatnot. She kind of have like, the headstrong and the like, what? No way. Like the tsundere part,
Yeah.
Probably the first tsundere in the English, whatever. But, the whole time when they were doing that, even like she'd pick a gun and shoot She tried to fix like ships, and she's an action girl, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, and I really like how in the beginning when they're on the Hoth, the ice planet, she didn't want to leave until she knew everybody
was safe. Yeah,
so
because even like when they tried to close the ice gate too, right? She was like debating like for Luke and Han too, right? Just like, this whole time like we got to, or else we're gonna all freeze to death. I'm like, well, okay, do it then. Like the she's kind of like putting it on the scale, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
like 100, 1,000 people, or just 2 people, right? Two people important to her.
I kind of wish they how can I say, made her more like a princess developing into a leader.
She has been a leader the whole time, though.
Exactly. Since episode 4, she's a leader.
Yeah.
But everyone calls her princess, but we never seen that princess side of her. That's what I mean.
She never been a very big of a princess. The whole time.
She's like a I won't say tomboy, but like
she's a very action girl. She does everything. She picks up a gun. She spat at Vader. She just does everything, right?
Right. So I kind of wish they shown more of that princess diplomatic side of her.
Diplomatic to do what though?
I don't know, negotiate with some planets to be like, hey, the rebels need some help. We need some allies. Let's work a deal out here.
Deal out? What deal? They got like nothing. She doesn't even have her planet anymore. Remember? What is she gonna bargain with?
Oh, that's true. She's not a princess anymore.
Is that? No. What are you gonna bargain with?
I don't know. Credits.
Credits. Yeah, we'll remake the new planet. Yeah, right.
The New World Alliance credits. I don't know. What else? Okay, going to. No, we did talk about Vader, right? Vader. Let's talk about Vader again.
Okay.
Vader, more screen time, more menacing.
Definitely scary.
Yeah.
Very ruthless.
Actually, you pointed out, but I never really realized, like, he never runs.
He never runs. He just walks.
No, well, obviously because he's physically disabled and whatever.
I don't know that.
What do you mean? You know, you do know.
Is he disabled? I know that on one of the screen time he was like bald or something, and then he got put the mask on.
That's why he wears the armor, because he's like humanly disabled.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, anyways, aside from that, but because he's so powerful in the Force, he doesn't need to run, right?
For me, I don't know. It just shows like he's really powerful. Like because for me, when I see like a character that just walk, doesn't matter what's happening around him, just walk and just show how powerful that is.
Yeah, it's like those monsters in the serial killer movies, like Jason and Michael Myers.
Just
they're walking.
Threat. They just walk. They don't run.
Yeah,
they just walk towards you, and they will get to you. That's the thing. That's the horror, right?
Yeah,
the slow creeping horror. Creeping around. I am slow.
You're creeping to realize that your fate is brighter than you actually think it is.
Your lack of faith. I find disturbing. Yoda speak.
He's trying to mix me up here, right? Yeah. So Vader, and we also got to see a little bit of the Emperor, which is I mean, that's cool. We got to see him, but we didn't get to see like him do stuff.
Power. I know that meme so much because people keep doing it.
Yeah, but like he's alright.
That's alright.
Yeah, I didn't really get to see too much.
No.
Yeah, but he makes an appearance in the next movie, so
a lot or
yes.
Because I don't know what's going on next episode, so at all. Because last time you said that the first one, like episode 4, is that episode 5 is this, like the arcing whatever, right?
Yeah.
And the back one, redemption. What kind of redemption? I have no idea, but it's gonna be the concluding part of whatever it is, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be concluding this story.
Luke saga.
Yes. So it'll be. I actually don't know what to expect in the next one because I don't know what to say.
Good. Leave it that way.
But I just know that Luke's character, his is like hopeful. So even despite like in episode 4, he was hopeful that for adventures and that he's destined for great things. In episode 5 and this one, he was hopeful in that even though he's not ready, that no matter what, he's still able to save his friends and get there in time. Yeah, and then in the 6th one, you'll see.
I don't know if hopeful is the word I'd use, but
what would you use? Naive, idiotic,
reckless.
Well, I mean, reckless is one of them.
I felt more reckless than anything, right?
Right.
Like you said, hopeful. I'm like, no, I don't think so. I don't know.
Well, that's why episode 4 is called A New Hope.
And not what?
What do you mean, not what?
You're like, that's why it's called that. Okay, what's the alternative if it's not that?
I think the alternative was something. Something about Sith, I believe. I forget. It's somewhere. You're gonna research it, but
Okay.
But anyways, they end up settling on A New Hope, episode 4, A New Hope. I don't know. That's all I had to say about this. Or you got anything else you want to say about these characters?
No, I think we mentioned them all, right?
Not a whole lot of creatures. We did see a couple of new ones.
The Bigfoot, the horse thing.
Yeah, and that was about it, I think.
There's a bunch of bounty hunters that we see.
Yeah, but unfortunately, they didn't do anything.
Didn't do much now.
Even Boba Fett didn't.
But it was there. Boba Fett showed up and just showed that he's really smart and got his really cool helmet.
Yeah, I think that's the problem with Boba Fett in these movies is like he just looks cool. He doesn't actually do anything. I mean, I have a toy of him like right behind Boschka.
Yeah.
I just like his character. I like his character designs. Yeah.
I gotta agree. It does look really cool.
Yeah, like Star Wars character designs, A tier.
I don't know about that.
I mean, is there anything you saw which is like, ew, why is that there? No,
not really.
Everyone looked cool. Everyone
looks good. Yeah, everybody fits.
It fits the aesthetics. Yeah,
it does.
So whoever designed all these things did a good
great,
job. Yeah. Yeah. So what would you rate the movie?
I don't know. What do I put in this one? I would put somewhere like 7. 7.5? 7?
What is it missing?
Huh?
What is it missing to give it the oomph?
I want it more how do I say this? I want the movie to have more suspense, if that's correct.
But it does have suspense.
Yeah, but I don't think it's enough. It doesn't feel like they're in actual danger. It's like when they're being, almost being eaten alive by that thing, when they were being chased by Darth Vader and whatnot. It felt like they're like, even they have like 3 times failure for like the light speed thingy, right?
Yeah.
And even at that time, it doesn't feel like suspense at all. They're just like, oh, whoops, let's work on that then. Even though they were like being bombarded and anything, it felt too
plot armory.
I don't know about, I guess, but it also felt very lax. I don't know what lax, but it just doesn't feel enough suspense. Like, it doesn't keep me, like, on my seat and be like, okay, shit, are they gonna make it? Are they gonna make it? Back then probably it does, but
I think it's because the characters are too, like, confident in themselves.
Han Solo I can see.
Yeah.
But then even this time, you kind of like, yeah, I hope I know what I'm doing too. Yeah.
So it was a little worry for him. But then, like, in terms of, like, the only person that was actually, like, freaking out was 3PO, C-3PO.
Yeah.
Everyone else was kind of just like, we got this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it kind of comes off the way that, like, you kind of know that they'll just make it. You know what I mean?
I see.
Until Han Solo got squashed down.
Yeah.
That's when we go like, oh. That's when we go like, oh.
Right. That's what I mean when this movie was going to end on a cliffhanger-ish.
Yeah.
And Han Solo got carbonated.
Uh-huh. See,
Luke
because right
lost.
now this is like probably the suspense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, because now they're not in the winning side. They lost a lot.
They lost the rubber base.
Yeah.
Luke lost his arm.
Han Solo's missing too.
Yeah, Han Solo's missing. Chewbacca and Lando went out to find them.
Yeah.
Right. Everyone's all split up now.
That's right. Now they're firepower, and Luke is not done his training too.
He's not done training, exactly.
Yeah. So there's like now, like, that's the thing. Like, my guess right now is like, because like right now we're at the low point, right?
Exactly.
So now the suspense. I don't know if they're gonna keep the suspense a bit more in the entry of the next one, and then start building up to the climax. But we'll have to see that. Yeah.
The way the movie ended, even though it was like they all lost and whatnot, it ended on a somewhat hopeful note because it still played happy music. Everyone was still like cheery and still gathered together.
At least not all is lost. That's
exactly.
What it feels like. Yeah.
Exactly. I think that was George Lucas's intention.
Yeah.
He was saying even though all these heroes are lost, they still have hope.
Dude, that's the thing. Nobody died yet. That's at least the main cast.
Yeah.
Like the whole gang is still alive. Yeah. Like, they might be injured, they might be like abducted, they might be distressed, they might be in like pieces, but they're still alive, right? Yeah. So,
but actually, funny story about that. I think it was supposed to be in this movie that Han Solo was supposed to die. Well, that's what Harrison Ford wanted his character to die.
Yeah.
Because this character is way too similar to the character that he played in Indiana Jones.
So
that's-
yeah. Yeah, I can tell. He's the cocky, confident, super capable,
exactly.
super intelligent.
Which is why I think he wanted Han Solo to die in the second one.
Yeah.
But then George Lucas was like, no.
No.
Yeah, no. He's way too popular.
Yeah.
So
I don't know about, I guess popular, but he's too important.
it
He's
is.
kind of like almost what keeping the team together.
But in terms of like iconic roles,
Yeah.
would you say Indiana Jones or Han Solo? Probably Han Solo.
I would say Han Solo, but it's hard. It's tough.
Because they're both essentially the same character.
I guess, but Indiana Jones is solo. Well, Han isn't really solo. Because like Han Solo is like with a team, right? He's kind of like I don't want to say the mood of the team, but he's kind of like keeping them together. Kind of like he's the
Team lead.
the big bro,
Yeah.
of the team.
Yeah.
While I don't know, my image of Indiana Jones is like he's a solo person, right? He just do whatever he got to do by himself. Sometimes interact with people, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's just him and his adventure, right?
Indiana Jones would be Han Solo if Han Solo had his own solo movie.
Han Solo,
Right? Like
going
if you-
solo, I guess so.
Like if you had a Han Solo anthology film.
Yeah, I mean,
not the origin
yeah.
one, but like separate adventure stuff.
yeah, like it's its own stuff.
Yeah, that would be just Indiana Jones, right?
Probably. But yeah, but Indiana Jones and Han Solo, which one's more popular? Well, we know that.
Probably Han Solo. I think
Han Solo by quite a bit.
But I think Indiana Jones would be up there.
True, but like compared like both of them together, like
Yeah,
I would say Han Solo still.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I think Harrison Ford prefers Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
I can see why. I think that's his first one.
yeah.
I mean, it's fair. Okay, for me, my score,
Mhm.
what did I give episode 4? 7?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Probably a 7 or something like that.
Mhm.
For this one, I want to give it an 8. It's a solid 8 movie to me.
Cool.
I know some people rank it higher,
Mhm.
and I do agree this is probably one of the best ones.
Yeah.
But, you know, it just felt like an 8 to me. I don't know why.
He sounded like he's gonna give like a good reason and shit. It's like, yeah, I know that people like this, but it just felt that way. I'm like, what? Just why? Just say that to the beginning. Like, what's the suspense? Like, you're gonna go like, okay,
No.
here's why. Like, just felt like it. No, okay, all right.
It did. I can't rank. I don't know. It doesn't make sense for me to rank these movies. individually.
None of your scale makes sense, okay? None of your scale makes sense. So whatever sense you're trying to make out of it, that won't.
Fine. Okay.
No, it's okay. I'm not telling you to change it. I'm not asking your. I'm just thought that people would be like, oh, okay, he just felt like it. All right. Well, I wonder what was that all about.
Okay, you know what? Fine. I changed my score. I get 3 bananas out of 5 mangoes.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Sounds better than whatever scale you used before. Feel like that?
3 oranges, 2 bananas, and a thumbs up out of 7 spades, 6 monkeys, and 3 parrots.
No, what did he change? Before he said it's 8, now he got a thumbs up? That's not fair. That's not the exact same thing now. How do you like that?
How do you know what my scale is?
Because it doesn't make sense. That's why. Whatever does I make, it won't match. So I just stop thinking and just slam it on the ground.
Okay, so if I really think about it, I wish Boba Fett did stuff.
Well, because it's your favorite character, almost.
Almost,
'Cause
yeah.
I know he is cool, and he's shown to be like one of the smarter bounty hunters in the place, right?
But I wish he was able to do, like, you showing him to actually, like, do stuff other
Do
than
what
just...
though? What can he do actually?
I mean, him following them, that was smart.
Yeah.
But maybe it could have been a scene where he follows them and he's like, okay, this is where they're going. I need to get there first. Manipulate Lando to do my bidding, or take the deal, take the bait, and then capture Han Solo there. Instead of just follow them. But the next time you see him, he shows up behind Darth Vader, like, yo.
Because how do I say this? He's not the main character.
He's not.
But so he don't need that screen
But
time.
he is part of the opposing force.
Yeah, but he's not the main.
So other characters get more, like, can have screen time too. That are not the main. Stormtroopers have more screen time than him.
They are the main.
So is Boba.
The Empire is the main. Like, they're the one who's running instead of Vader. Okay, that's why.
For all intents and purposes, Boba in this movie is part of the Empire because they hired him. So he's not.
He's a I don't know. For me, he's a bounty hunter that just does stuff.
Yeah.
Like he's not a mook that gets to get shot down. He's not there to like distract, not kill, distract. Because that's what the stormtrooper do, right? They just like a roadblock that you could just like kick out of the way.
Exactly. Yeah.
You don't want that to happen to Boba because he's not that crappy. Like we know that. And he's a good shot. He could, like, if there's more interaction than he could probably shoot one of them, like the main character down. We don't want that. So
I guess.
Because
and I wish they showed the other bounty hunters doing stuff other than.
I kind of want that too, like because I think
it would have been cool if they showed Boba just going killing all the other bounty hunters.
Why?
It's a bounty hunter shootout. They want the prize. Only one person can get it.
I think there's like some rule against that.
Is there?
Well, are you a bounty hunter?
I'm a
There
bounty.
is a rule.
I'm a hunter for bounty, and if anyone gets in my way, I'm gonna shoot him.
See, that's the thing, that you're not a bounty hunter because there's this. It's like joining a certain guild. There is a rule.
The rule is whoever gets it
you
first.
don't make the rule. That's the rule. Alex don't get to make the rule.
No, I'm the guild association president.
Association. Come back when you're the president.
I'm Gap. I'm the CEO of Gap. Yeah, but I don't know. Like, once you, like, if someone got in your way, you're gonna shoot them.
Well, that's the thing. They're cultured. They have culture and rule, unlike savage and barbarian like you do. Just shot things just because you have a laser gun. Pew pew. It doesn't. No.
Han Solo did it when he saw Darth Vader.
He is not a bounty hunter. And Vader is not a bounty hunter. They're on opposing sides, so Han Solo shoot him because he can, like, you know.
All right, I'm gonna have to look it up later.
Yeah, bounty hunters has. I'm pretty sure there's like rules and stuff that they have to follow. As in, like, they just can't shoot one another up. Like, I'm pretty sure there has to be something like that.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm gonna shoot everyone.
That's why you're not a bounty hunter. You're a criminal. You're a filthy criminal.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I'll stun them. Put them in carbonite freezing. Leave it as it is.
You don't own a carbonite freezer.
I know someone who does, and I hope he prays he doesn't. I don't alter the deal any further. Okay, yeah. So I think that's all we have to say about this movie.
Yeah,
it's fairly straightforward in comparison to the first one.
It doesn't feel. How long is this movie?
It's like 2 hours.
It doesn't feel 2 hours.
No, I think it's because the first
Is it the pacing? You think the pacing wasn't rushed? It lets you taste it, so it feels like
the first one wasn't rushed either, though.
Yeah, it doesn't feel 2 hour either. That's the thing. Like either the pacing was slow, so we kind of like like feel it, like so we don't feel like rushed, so we don't like it's already 2 hours,
I feel like the way the story is told is well done.
It's very paced. Yeah, paced very well.
Shoot, I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Oh yeah, like episode 4, we could always talk about the mystical side because that was the first idea of the Force being brought to light, right? Here they kind of just elaborate on what the Force is, can do, yeah. And we've seen like more Force tricks now. Now we've seen Force push and pull. We can see stuff being lifting up and stuff. So
and Force choke across like far distance.
I feel like. No, I mean it is. I guess Force jumping too, because Luke jumped out of the thing, and Darth Vader too. Apparently, he did the whoosh, which I didn't know. I was like, well, that's kind of weird, but okay. Yeah. So each movie that we see a new ability of the Force that we never seen before. Yeah. So I think that's kind of interesting. It was just like
But that's the thing. They don't elaborate on it. We just see it,
which is perfect. Yeah, I prefer it that way. Yeah, I don't want them to explain.
Yeah, exactly. And that's like the good thing because it like when you're watching a movie or whatever, suddenly some character just like do something cool and somebody like a dude just like explaining what the hell is happening. And I'm like, bro, I can see that. Why are you telling me all this?
I mean, some stuff makes sense.
Yeah, it's not JoJo. Like it's not like like their ability is a concept,
Like you'll see what I mean by that in the later movies, especially in the sequel
like
trilogy.
Even in episode 4, like when Obi-Wan was using the Whisper, nobody explained whatever that is. Like we're like as clueless as Luke, but they're like, oh, he's He's repeating what he said. Ooh.
Yeah.
Mind control.
Yeah.
That seems very dark sidey, but okay.
Because it's fairly straightforward, like showing the abilities rather than, it's not like him going mind control. Oh, he did explain it though.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. He's like, that's part of the Jedi's ability. It only works on simple-minded folks.
I'm starting to think you're a clone.
I probably am, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I have to say about this movie. Any last words? Parting words?
Thank you for listening, ladies and gentlemen.
May the Force be with you, as always.
I'm like, it's November, though.
I didn't say may the Force be with you. I just said may the Force be with you.
That's the pun. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. This is Boshka.
This is Alex.
Till we see you again next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.